You are watching a master at work.
What's happening, people? It's Steve Merkel here, or Merk for short. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day so far. Today's video is going to be episode 2 of Teach Me How to DNA Bomb, and it'll be on the map Retreat. In today's video, I'll show you my techniques for going on a long gun streak, or preferably a 30 gun streak to get a DNA bomb on the map Retreat. So here we go. By now, I'm sure you've noticed that in this particular match, my streak did not start at the beginning of the game. It started right in the middle of the match. If you can, you want to avoid doing that. It's always better to start your streak from the beginning. A couple reasons for that being, you get the home flag cap at the beginning of the match, and the one right after halftime to count towards your one streak. Also, you'll have a lot more time to finish the streak and get to 30 kills. Worrying about running out of time is not something that you need to worry about when you're in the middle of a DNA bomb streak. So, when you spawn in on Retreat, the first thing you do is cap the home flag, obviously. In this half, my team spawned on the A flag, which in my opinion is the best side to have on Retreat. I find that the spawns aren't as predictable on the A flag, and with the C flag, the way the angles work and the high ground near the C flag, a lot of the times enemies will just spawn right in front of you and walk out, which gets you some nice, easy kills. And you know, when you're going for DNA streaks, that's the ideal strategy. You want to get some easy, cheap kills on the enemy shortly after they spawn. Usually when I spawn in on A at this map, I go to the right and head towards the tunnel that leads down to C. When I do that, usually there are a couple enemies already heading towards A and I can pick them off. In this particular match, I noticed no one was coming, so I doubled back around the A flag to try to get some kills because I figured they'd be rushing up the middle. It's always important to not only know the best routes for you to take, but also the most popular routes for the enemies to take. You want to try to outsmart them as much as you can. So by the time they got around near the A flag this time, I was expecting them and I was able to pick a couple of them off. After that, I moved towards where I was headed in the first place, whereas that tunnel that leads down to the C flag. This tunnel is a great place to work around because usually there's a lot of action happening. You can catch some enemies off spawn near the C flag, double back and hop to the platform above the tunnel and pick some more off mid-map or back near the C flag, and if the spawn flips back to A, you have some great lines of sight on the A flag and the spawn points there. One of the biggest tips I have for this episode is you want to get your streaks. I'm running UAV with threat detection and possibly support, and then I'm running system hack with assist points. It's very important to get that first UAV. Once you get that first UAV, things get a lot easier. Not only do you now know where most of the enemies are coming from, but with the system hack, they will pretty much lose every gunfight to you because they have a big X in the middle of their screen. And once you get that first UAV with the system hack with assist points, you will cycle through your streaks so much faster. When the first UAV and system hack might have taken you 10 kills, now it'll only take you 5 or 6 with all the assist points accumulating. The tricky thing about getting a long streak on Retreat is that what happens midway through each round on Domination. The volcano in the map starts to erupt and you have to evacuate through the exit doors in a certain amount of time or you will be killed. Most players will just run to the door as soon as the sirens start going off, but that is not what you want to do. When the volcano erupts, you want to slowly move from mid-map to the back edge to get into the safe zone. When you're moving towards the safe zone, you should be able to shoot a couple enemies in the back while they are focused only on running like a crazy person so they can cap the new flags. You also want to watch your back for someone who might be moving slower than you to the new area. Whatever flag your team is capping in the new area should determine what door you entered through. In this game, I entered through the C flag door because the enemy was capping the A flag. Regardless of what flag I have when I'm playing the safe zone, I will always work the stairs between A and C, and depending on what flag we have, that's the direction I will overextend into. These stairs have a lot of cover and you can pretty much get a high ground line of sight on every other position on the map. Not to mention it's in between the 2 home flags and the 2 spawn points, so they are great for control. In Advanced Warfare, you die quickly and often because of the exosuits. Plus, with skill-based matchmaking, you're usually facing really good players. In this game, to go on streaks, you have to slow down your playstyle and always be near cover, especially if you're not the greatest player in the world, like me. Always remember that whoever shoots first usually wins the gunfight, especially in Call of Duty. So, awareness is key. Always try to predict where enemies are coming from. And right here, this drone, it took me 15 seconds to try to destroy this thing like a scrub. I know, I'm awful. The gameplay is about wrapped up. You'll notice I die one off a DNA bomb at the end, which really sucks because I definitely could have gotten if I would have just killed that guy I was waiting for. But I didn't know I was one off, so I was like, oh, I need 3 more kills, stay alive. I didn't know I was one off because I started my streak in the middle of the match and couldn't check the scoreboard to see, oh, I was 29-0. I was 29-0, so I'm on a 29 gun streak. Really sucks, but you win some, you lose some. Hopefully you guys learned something and can put some of these tactics to use and go on some nice long gun streaks. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment telling me what you think. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later, daters.